Yeah, it was obviously a very emotional day. I was very close to Martin, as was Ross, and it was a very sad day. A bit of a shock, to be honest. Um, I think we always knew it was coming, but for it to finally happen, it was still quite a shock to us. So it was a very very sad day.
When and where did you find out?
It was about just after midday. I was with my wife Laura, and she got a notification through on her phone from New Zealand Herald saying that he had passed away, and just straight away felt very numb, and just instantly quite sad, to be honest. It was sort of a strange feeling to have.
As you say, he has been unwell for a long time, but it does still come as a shock to everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, I said, we knew it was coming, but we didn't know when, and it did finally come. It was still a bit of a shock, and something that's going to take a little bit of time to get over, I think.
Was it difficult to jump on the plane so soon after?
It certainly was. I think the most difficult part was actually getting ready to come away. Sitting at home, sort of talking about it with Laura, it was very tough, and I sort of had to pick myself up and get myself together to be able to get ready and get ready to go to the airport.
Just looking back a little bit, when did your relationship with Hogan start?
I think that we had a couple of sessions together back in 2010, but it wasn't until probably 2004 that we really started working a lot closer together and start having this close relationship. And the last 2 years or so has been it's been invaluable, and I'll never forget my time with him.
When's the last time you were in contact with Martin?
Right up until about 5:20 on Wednesday night. I had a message from him. I was supposed to see him on Wednesday, but he had a bad night on Tuesday, so he had to cancel that morning. But he texted me later that day saying, if it works out tomorrow, to come and see him. And unfortunately, it wasn't to be. And still have good memories of my time with him.
What will you remember about MartinCrowe, the man?
He's very positive. All the dealings I had with him, he was very positive, and just wanted to push me and to be the best that I can be. And I've got all our stuff that we've ever worked on together. I've got it locked away in my head, and something I'll never forget, and something I'll always carry with me for the rest of my career.
Was it helpful having Ross with you as well, travelling with you, in terms of you guys being quite close?
Yeah, I think it did help a bit. Obviously Ross, he's known Martin longer than I have, and we were both quite emotional getting on that plane, and to have Ross there as well, and we shared a glass of wine together in memory of Hogan. So that was quite nice to do while we were in the air.
And just lastly, I mean, as a cricketer, it's probably a bit early, but how will you remember him as a cricketer?
To be honest, I don't remember too much of him playing. I still remember when I was a lot younger in the lounge, watching the test matches at Eden Park and things like that. I used to pad up and pretend to be him while he was batting on TV. So that's one big thing that I'll take away. But from his early career, I don't remember too much at all, to be honest. But all I remember is him being a seriously good player, and probably our finest ever. He was very much a family man. He loved his family dearly, and whenever I went around to see him, Lorraine was always there, Emmy was always there, and we would all just have a good chat with each other. And I remember the NRL Grand Final last year, Auckland around the eastern suburbs was having big power outages, and they all came around to watch the Rabbitohs take out the Grand Final. So that was a very special night, and to be with him and his family that night was very special. So he's a very big family man, and he will be.
Would it be fair to say you guys both enjoyed a glass of red wine?
Yeah, I definitely think so. We shared a fair few. There's a night before my wedding night in 2014 that I'll never forget, whereas Ross, Martin, myself and my brother-in-law at a little restaurant down in Kohimarama, and we had a fantastic night just shooting the breeze and having some good red wine. So that's one of the best nights I've ever had, I reckon, and one that's going to stick with me forever.